damage the water. So today we discuss about the chemistry of water and chemistry behind the water, that is very specific because number of chemicals are present in water, and due to that it is very concluding aspects that we must know the which chemicals are present in a sample of the water. Number of chemicals including the organic as well as the inorganic. Chemistry is responsible for the water sample. Here today we discuss about one of the most complicated parameter, and that is the total hardness. So how the total hardness is responsible for different health hazards for human being, as well as the industrial aspect of water is also important, and because of the hardness, technologically, uh, number of adverse effects on their the respective industrial values. The thing is there, the steam engine, whereas the boiler itself is there. So in case of the boiling of water, steam is generated, and so therefore the total hardness causes an adverse effect on that particular steam um, generating system, and definitely that will gives adverse effect to the industry, because inside the boiler, if hardness is more and more, and that hardness can be coated inside the boiler, and whereas the steam is generated by the water, so therefore there are complicated uh, concern about the boilers. So boilers, they may be explode if you suppose hard water itself is used. So it is very difficult to give the answer to the supplied water to the boiler. Boiler itself where water boils. I think all of you know about the James Watt, and James Watt invented the steam engine. So steam is produced by heating the water. How electricity is generated in the thermal power plants where the water itself is heated, and after heating of water, water vapors and steam is there. So steam is generated by the heating of water. If suppose total hardness or whatever the types of hardness, permanent and temporary hardness is present in sample above the limit, then definitely that will damage the boiler, and production of steam is restricted for that. So here also the concern of the boiler water, that is the generation of steam. So steam how generated, all of you well know, in the kitchen when we boil the water, that water is converted into the steam, and that steam itself is one of the power. And that power itself is utilized for the generating electricity. Steam turbine. So steam turbines, steam is generated, and then the turbines. So turbines uh, functions, and then after their functioning, the electricity is generated. So the total hardness, one of the parameter of water quality, is very relevant with the industrial aspects. So whatever we can discuss about what are the chemicals responsible to cause the total hardness. Harden means something hard. So how hard? What are the concerning of the hard water? So how water is hard? All of you well known about that. The hard word hard. So two things. If suppose any of the person, so person is the hard, and person is the soft. So that is the thing in the water. So uh, in where this water is hard and where water is the soft, and what are the parameters? what parameters are there for a person by which that person become the hard and that become the favorable soft. So two things are there in the boilers, whether water is hard and water is soft. So when water is soft, so that can be easily produce the steam. So hard and soft word as the those two words are well known in our life, and that is also relevant for the water. So here, number of chemicals are present in water. Why? All of you have known that water itself, the so many chemicals are added into the water. How? Because anything we are doing in our life, and definitely that is directly related with the water. If suppose we have the house cleaning, we have the floor cleaning, definitely water is used and certain chemicals are added. So those chemicals, whatever the rain cycle in which number of chemicals are added into the water. So it is uh, universally, universally all chemicals, all types of wastage and whatever the waste on the earth. So that can be that particular waste present on the earth, and because of the water, whatever the monsoon, then rain is there. So rain itself collectively, um, the waste are added into the water. So that is unknown to us what type of wastage is poured in the water. So many, whatever all of the chemical relevance for that, pesticides, whatever the disinfectants, many of we are householding, many of the whatever if suppose we have the regarding the infrastructure, so there the road, so road chemicals, those are also included. So any type of whatever the activities by the human being and then certain chemicals. What are those chemicals? We don't know, but we have to know those. Because of that, the we have got the problems. So what are the problems, and how we can say that hardness is which one? So today we discuss about the hardness of the water. Here I am giving one of the, so first of all we can see the what are the resources of water. This is important concern for ourselves because we are also using the daily life. Most one is the drinking water which we are using, and about 2 to 5 liter of drinking water is essential for each individual. Each person needs the drinking water. So we have to know from where we get the water. So what are the sources of water? Where we get the water? By the tape, but tape, what is the source? Tape is not the source for us because in the tapes, the water is so water sources. From rain, the monsoon season. So in India, the monsoon season is of 4 months, and in that particular case, rain is poured. So rain, before we have to see the rain, and water cycle is also there. So in case of the water cycle, what happen? The first of thing, water itself is evaporated, and then the water is evaporated. Then this undergo the condensation process. So what about the condensation? Water vapors are converted. Then water vapors when undergoing the process of the cooling. So after cooling, water vapors are converted into the water. If more cooling is there, then there will be certainly the ice will be formed. So that is the concern of the season. That is concern of the weather. So weather condition depends on and whether we can get the water or whether in the form of the solid water, that is the ice. So snow and ice are there, and in rain cycle they precipitated over the earth. So in India, there is one of the great opportunity for us, and that is the monsoon season. So during the monsoon, rain is our, but water is there, but what we have? So around the nearby water, there are other certain chemicals are there, and those particular chemicals provide the provides contaminate contamination to the water. So rain itself is contaminated with various chemicals by activity of human being. Number of chemicals are produced, and those are in the form of the pollutants, contaminants, or pollutants. Here I can mention what is difference between the pollutants and contaminants. Contaminants, if suppose we have the water sample and we add a few amount of the salt. So whatever salt is added into the water and that become the salty water. Is the simple thing. But if suppose we add some toxic chemicals, for example, disinfectants. So disinfectant, whatever the cleaning material. So in that particular case, if toxic materials are added, so those toxic materials uh, destroy. Those toxic materials gives the toxicity to. So that is the difference between the contaminants and the pollutants. So pollutants are added as well as contaminants, whatever those we don't know, that is not the single process, because various environmental constituents, environment, whatever the atmosphere, then if we see the composition of air, because air is along with the water in the rain. So and as well as when rain poured over the earth, so therefore also the different chemicals are added into the rainwater, because the rain, when rain happens, so cleaning of all the infrastructure, cleaning of the uh, whatever the waste that is present, waste present on the earth. So if suppose that passes through the road, so road the petroleum products are added into the water. If that passes through the agriculture land, then the specific chemicals are added. If we can say whatever the rooftop and water is poured, then different constituent, different chemicals are added into the rainwater. And where go that rainwater? On the surface of earth, and or that rainwater undergo the infiltration and go to inside the ground. So that is the groundwater. So here we can say the that whatever the first one, the water resource, the surface, and that particular surface water. The most one is the sea. Major part of earth is covered by the sea and oceans. Number of seas. Indian Ocean in the Mahasagar. Then we have also in India Bay of Bengal, and here number of here in India, the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and Indian Ocean, Hind Mahasagar. So here, this is opportunity for India. We have the great opportunity that we are living in such a designed country where the coastal area and those are covered with the Indian Ocean, one thing, and second, Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. So those are included. Those are the nearby India. So we can say sea is one of the water resources. But here the whatever the concern, because sea having the number of chemicals. Whatever that we have discussed, so all the chemicals, whatever on earth, then when rain is there and that that rain cleans the earth and the overall water in the form of surfaces, and that goes finally towards the sea and oceans. So flow, and still two different types of surface water will be there, and one is the flowing. Whatever the flow here, can mention rivers and their tributaries. Whatever that is the flow water is still, for example, in case of the lakes. There are certain other water resources. So here you can say the surface in the form of the flow and still then rain already discussed that because rainwater is either towards the surface and that can move and whether in case of the moving of water that can be capped in a water resource. So for example, especially the lakes. So lakes itself and rainfall that is converted into. So that is in the form of still water that remain on the earth on that particular area. So rainwater then we have to see underground. So the name of the underground water and that is the specifically underground that remain below side and that one is specifically for there. So here the question is there, water itself is of resources are of the three one: rainwater, the surface water, and underground. Here, the hardness causing materials are added. So let's we have all of you well known about the periodic table. So in we can see the periodic table where the alkali metals. So alkali metals where we get and those are added into the water sample. Similarly, along with the alkali metal, those are the sodium, the potassium are added into the water because of the number of chemicals which represents the sodium. Even for example, sodium carbonate, sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, and potassium carbonate, potassium chloride. Number of chemicals of alkali metals are added into the water. Similarly, all of you are well known about the periodic table. So where the metals are there and alkaline earth metal. The name itself is the alkaline earth metal. So alkaline earth metal that is also present in water. So where we get because of the earth crust, we can see number of chemicals. And what are those chemicals including the calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate. So there are different rocks, whatever the structure of that particular area, the type of the rocks, what type of rock is there. So the simple one, calcium carbonate and calcium sulfate. Calcium carbonate in the form of the limestone. So in Rajasthan, there is opportunity and there is the calcium carbonate is available in the form of the limestone. Limestone, the chemical composition calcium carbonate, as well as some calcium sulfates are also present on the earth, whereas the silicon oxide in the form of soil that is also present on the earth because the soil, the most one is the silicon oxide. So silica contents is also present in a sample of the water. So, hardness causing materials and the most of the hardness causing materials are relevant with the alkali metal, where the salt, alkaline earth metal, where the salt. So, hardness causing materials can be come from the different water resources. The major thing, if suppose we have the underground water, so definitely that particular water having relevant relationship with the surrounding atmosphere, and that is surrounding atmosphere is the soil. So soil itself, whatever the rock, so rock containing compounds, those are definitely those present around the earth when underground water is there. So tube well, the well, the dug well, different, whatever the different types of wells, the underground water, we get the water with the help of the electricity, and then tube wells are run by machine. Machines means that is the application of electricity, and motors are there. Electric motors are there that draw underground water. So that is the what we have to see, uh, which chemicals are added during that particular surrounding the air, atmospheric atmosphere, number of chemicals are added. Suspended particulate matter, one of the great concern of the air pollution. So suspended particulate matters are also added. And different toxic gases and corrosive gases, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, number of environmental concern surround the water. Why? The water itself, when we have about the rain, that is the in open area. Water is in open, and when we have to see the underground water, so underground water have also the environment, and that environment is the earth. So earth, what type of earth, what type of chemicals are there? Suppose igneous, metamorphic, different types of earth, rocks which form the earth. So when we have the tube well, so if deepness of tube well is further going on down from 50 feet, if suppose the tube well by from 50 feet we get the water, but below that because of the water itself is exploited. Exploitation of water, why? And that will deepens the available underground water, underground below the earth. So those are the in the form of the water reservoirs. So what happen, and inside the earth, the underground contaminated more and more with the inorganic chemicals. Why? Because in underground the surround is the earth, and earth have what type of composition of that earth, and which minerals are there, which compounds are there surrounding the earth. So that is the underground water, the surface water. So let's we have the different water resources, and with these different water resources, definitely the water is contaminated or polluted. The thing is, both are there, either contamination or the if we have most of the pollutants. So whatever the total hardness is one of the parameter, one of the cause, and to get different problems, and because of the hardness. And what are the chemicals responsible for the hardness? The simple alkaline earth metal and their compounds. For example, calcium sulfate, this is most one hardness causing chemical. Is similarly calcium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate, calcium chloride. So all those are added into the water. From where we don't know, because the tube well is there, the well is there. So what are the contaminated pointed sources or non-pointed sources? From where we get the water? So the water is not like that the chemical is present in our the lab. So this one itself is a number of maybe so number of water resources we have discussed. If suppose so here after discussion of the now this is the chemistry of hardness. So here different water resources which we are using for our purposes, and where present drinking water we are using because of the sustainability of life on for us. So drinking water is one of the essential part of life, and wastewater because when we are using the water, so definitely that is in the form of the waste. What are the wastewater? You can say various industries are running, various domestic activities are there, whatever our life directly controlled with the bathing, with the cleaning, with the number of our activities. So direct activities, directly water is relevant, and that they produce the wastewater. Whatever the wastewater, number of names are given. The sewage wastewater. If suppose textile industry is there, the textile industrial wastewater, paper industry is there, the paper wastewater. So that is water effluent in different industries. So after here we can say the sewage wastewater, that is also concern of the very position, that number of different toxic chemicals are added in the sewage. But whatever that particular sewage water is waste on earth, but whatever the someone have the innovations, that those are used for the agriculture purpose. But definitely certain toxic chemicals are added into the life through the food chain, and sea and ocean water, that is also the most concern, and that is most important for our the food, because of the seafoods, because of the non-vegetable food. This one is available in from the sea, different types of fishes and different types of other animals which are eaten by human being. Sea and ocean water, river water, whatever the Ganga river, whatever Yamuna river, the Narmada river. Then we have the Amazon, different types of rivers, the Nile river in the Africa. So then lakes, different lakes, for example, Dal Lake in the Kashmir, and then cosmic. This is also one of the important concept. Cosmic. So, because the search is going on. If any planet having the water, then we can say that life is relevant. So cosmic, relevant water, and finally the rainwater. So we can see the different issues of this. Now, what are the water impurities that can be divided into the three ways? The first one, the impurities in the form of the biological issue. Those are the microorganisms in the form of the very small micro creatures, and those microorganisms, different bacteria, different viruses, and different other disease causing uh, microorganisms. Whatever the for example, that is the protozoans. In case of the protozoan, very unicellular animals, the whatever those amoeba, paramecium, number of unicellular. So that is even in case of the plants, and those are the spores, very micro organism spores, and as well as the algae and the fungi. Algae, fungi, the and so those are the concern of the biological part, and then physical. So in case of the physical, we can say the what type of whether the water is transparent, whether is in having the some colors, the physical impurities. So because of which the water gets the color. If suppose sewage wastewater is added to the fresh water, so definitely the color of that particular polluted water is added into the fresh water. So that is concern of the even the turbidity, and pH can be also included here, but whatever the pH is because of the chemicals present, and that is concern of the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. So pH is also maybe electrical conductance, the conductance of water. So that is also relevant. Here, then we have the chemicals. Major number of chemicals are added. Whatever we have discussed, the different water resources where the chemicals are added, underground water. So various chemicals, number of salts which are present inside the earth, those are added into the uh, underground water. So that particular, and even the certain chemicals are also added when rain is precipitated over the earth. So definitely the environment containing different chemicals are added into the rainwater. So that is the whatever those particular specific chemicals. There may be the toxic chemicals. So number of chemicals are added into the, so those remains in the form of the impurities. What are the impurities here? You can say one more thing is there, and that is concern of the here the concern and pollution. Pollutants are pollutant, not even the contaminant. When contaminants are also above the limit, that become also the pollutant. For example, total hardness here, the measurement of total hardness uh, and the unit is the milligram of calcium carbonate present in 1 liter. So that is the calcium carbonate equivalent, and all those compounds are first of all converted into the calcium carbonate equivalent. So definitely we can say all when we have the periodic table. So half of the periodic table is present in a sample of water. Whatever the very small t is one very small amount of water contains number of cations, number of anions, number of chemicals are added into. Even if 5 ml is 2 a spoon water is there, there may be cations and anions. Even we have to see the periodic table. So half of the periodic table may be present where when we are drinking the water, and that water is used for our households, household activities. So here the whatever the three different types of impurities or those can definitely. So here something one more thing is there, that is the dissolved. So water itself is universal solvent. All things then any of the thing, any of the chemicals you have that dumped into the water, any of the waste, any of the municipality waste. So number of chemicals are added into the water. So here different impurities, whatever I have mentioned, the oxidation, number of relevant metals, sodium positive one, potassium positive one, whatever calcium plus 2, magnesium plus 2, aluminium plus 3. So all these are the metal, but those are in the form of the cations. So that how cations are formed, that is whatever I have earlier discussed in the atomic structure. So that is the already discussed that why calcium remain in the calcium plus 2 form, why sodium remain in the sodium plus 1. That is the basic fundamental of the chemistry, and that can be relevant, and that is already discussed in my atomic structure uh, atomic structure lecture. So why sodium plus is better than only the sodium? When we have to see the sodium on the table, so definitely that will react. Sodium chloride, sodium cation is present. So many of the metallic ions are present. Calcium positive 2, magnesium positive 2, aluminium plus 3, and then we have the number of anions. All of you are well known about the salt analysis, where the salt is in the form of the anions and cations. So for the salt analysis, different acidic radicals and basic radicals. So what do you mean by the acidic radical? It having the negative charge. Carbonate, the chloride, and and then basic radicals, Those are the cation, copper plus 2, mercury plus 1, mercury plus 2, copper. Then we have the nickel. So different aluminium plus 3. So all those are relevant with the salt analysis. So definitely all of you are doing the salt analysis, and in which you have to see that particular matter. So here, next slide, calcium plus 2. So what we have now, the hardness of water, and here the chemistry, two different types of hardness: temporary hardness, and second is the permanent hardness, where we have to discuss about the number of chemicals are added into the water sample. From where gets the calcium carbonate inside the water? Calcium positive 2 in the form of cation, and carbonate in the form of CO3 minus 2, sulfate SO4 minus 2, chloride in the form of Cl minus. So all those, how they come into the water, whatever we are using. Suppose we are using the RO water, whatever that type of drinking water we are using. So that particular water and the hardness is because of the certain chemicals, and so here the temporary hardness is due to the presence of bicarbonate and ion of calcium and magnesium. So calcium and magnesium are responsible for the cause of the hardness. So here for calcium and magnesium, it is also called carbonate because of the carbonate relevant. So or alkaline hardness because calcium and magnesium both are in a group of the alkaline earth metal. So now, then further we have the permanent hardness, so total hardness, temporary hardness, and permanent. In case of the bicarbonate and the carbonate which are present, so that is the temporary. Sulfate and chlorides of calcium and magnesium. These are the very great, and they one mostly whatever responsible for the hardness, permanent hardness. It is also the non-carbonate. So carbonate hardness, that is the temporary. Non-carbonate hardness, that is the what we have, that one is the permanent. So we can say this one, and here are the some of the formula and of different chemicals which are present: magnesium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate, calcium bicarbonate, magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, and magnesium sulfate. Whatever there may be the calcium chloride and and sodium chloride, aluminum chloride, magnesium chloride. So those are also present, and definitely two types of hardness is present, and that is showing from these chemicals. So now these are the formula whatever I have given. The 100 because molecular weight of calcium carbonate is. So that is in the when we have the parameter for the hardness. So that's we will discuss those units of the hardness. Here the temporary hardness is because of the magnesium carbon, calcium carbonate, calcium bicarbonate, calcium magnesium bicarbonate, calcium hydroxide, magnesium. So this is these chemicals are responsible, and most one the permanent. So even in case of the permanent, whatever those are the deposition. If we have the different water related equipments, and the, for example, the geyser is there. So in case of the geyser, the deposition of those permanent hardness causing. So geyser itself, the what is the role of the geyser? So that water is heated, and water. So after the heating, the hardness causing materials get deposition over the. So here we can say the degree of hardness, that is the already discussed the amount of magnesium, so calcium carbonate equivalent, and present in 1 liter. So that can be whatever those may be, the unit will be the magnesium, the milligram per liter. The second, parts per million, whatever that will, that definitely. So part per million is the amount present in 1 million of water. So 1 million liter of water, so that is the milligram per liter. Then, and similarly, that is equivalent with the parts per million. Then degree clerk, that is also relevant with the that is the concern of the British system. So in that particular case, we international system, the that is the kilogram. So instead of that, they are using the pounds as well as the gallons instead of the liter. So here the chloride itself, the chloride, not the chloride here, the degree Clark. So degree Clark is whatever 1/1 lakh part, so that can be degree Clark. That can be easily explained, that the amount of hardness causing material present in 1 liter. So that is the relationship, 14 point something ppm is equal to the 1. Next is the degree, French degree, and here 1 upon the 1 lakh parts. So that is, so based on this, there are certainly the one unit is the milligram per liter, another one that is the parts per million, then degree Clark, and then the French degree. These are the 5 units. One more is there, there is the mole. So here a mole and the equivalents. So equivalent weight or molecular weight of whatever, those can be also using, and here can say the moles, milligram equivalents. So that is also relevant with the 50 answers. So next, whatever, when we can say the magnesium and calcium are responsible for the uh, hardness. So here the three beakers are there, and here the that is relevant with the determination of hardness, and here the water plus erythrom black tea. So if water itself is pure form, then that will be in the blue color. So if calcium plus 2 is relevant, added into that particular water as in the form of the contamination, so here the water become whatever the in between those, and a little bit the violet color. So violet color is because of the more of amount of the calcium. So certainly if magnesium, that so magnesium and calcium both causes certainly the hardness. Now, these there are the some of the question: EDTA, ethylene diamine, tetraacetic acid, and whatever that can be the method for the determination of hardness. And here, the question itself is EDTA method for hardness determination is less accurate and inconvenient. This is the wrong one, because EDTA method is more precise for determination of the hardness, whatever the hardness types, the temporary and permanent hardness. So definitely the answer is the B. Now another soap. Soap can be defined as the soap consuming capacity of the water sample. This is the true, because when we wash the clothes and then more amount of soap is can consume if more of the total hardness is present in water sample. Now, which source of water is free from the hardness and surface sample? This is the most one the question. So we get uh, different discussions of water, the types. What are the water resources? Surface water, because of the there may be the contamination of hardness causing material. Underground water, because of the earth activities, because of the earth structure, so definitely inorganic compounds are added into the underground. Rainwater, however, there is also addition of something, but not that particular extent. So rainwater in the above the earth, and that is So this is also the correct answer because very little amount of hardness goes in seawater because there is the ample amount of so many salts. Now the temporary hardness of water is because of that. So that already the mostly the bicarbonate instead of hydroxyl carbonate. Now this is the last question. So water from the reservoir comes under the category of the surface because number of water reservoirs are because of the suppose we have the ponds. So surface water, the rainwater, underground water, sea. So correct answer is the surface water. So thank you for listening of this particular specific lecture because this lecture is directly related with our life. And what about the life itself, we are we have so because water inside our body, and that is also helps in the many different types of vital activities because water as a usual is called the universal solvent in which all the pollutants are added which are present either on the earth either in the atmosphere. So all definitely the different chemicals, different pesticides, different toxic chemicals are added. For example, in case of the leather factory, the chromium itself is responsible, and chromium itself that can be. So, so what happened when where leather factory is there? So that will be the pollute that particular water effluent of that factory goes to outside, and definitely that will cause the different adverse effect on the human health because of that because the chromium itself is one of the relevant with the neuro and the cars and whatever that can also chromium plus 3 and chromium plus 6. So this is the whatever you can say different toxic metals are also there. So definitely that will causes the health. So hardness itself is one of the great concern for the our life because